Hello everyone, back with another video. So this was meant to be the recent watches. I've watched 8 in the last 2 weeks, so not doing too good, but been busy with work and things. But was gonna go either tomorrow or Monday after work to get a few more films, do a hunt in HMV CEX, but Friday night. So I'm recording this Saturday afternoon, about 12 o'clock. I'm not even sure. I've not long got home, but yeah, in case I upload it tomorrow. So yeah, basically, for Thursday or Friday night, I was looking on the local CEXs, and the one in Bristol was showing someone had traded in a lot of indicator titles. Some at quite good value, from like £6, some as much as 15. But yeah, someone had traded in about 20 or so. I'm guessing like their whole collection. I'll show you them first. Yeah, the thing I always wonder when most people probably just buy them and don't think about it, whereas I always wonder like the backstory, as when you see certain titles been traded in on Blu-ray and there's a 4K coming out, you can see why. Whereas these indicator titles, I don't think they're available on other labels. They've not been upgraded to 4K, so kind of makes you think, yeah, somebody just don't collect it anymore, traded them in, or they fallen on hard times having to sell their films, or looked through a collection, didn't like these ones. Yeah, I always curious of the backstory. Being a collector myself, or ourselves, I'm sure most of the people here watching can empathise. Yeah, it kind of does make you wonder what situation is this person got in, because yeah, I wouldn't trade in my indicator collection, touch wood, and I guess you never know what the future holds. Like they say, you're always, is it 2 paychecks away from being homeless or something? But yeah, there's a few down there I've watched I don't love, but because they're part of the indicator collection, I do keep them. Um, yeah, some of them at like 15. I guess you probably get like £9 or so. So even if they traded in like a lot of these quite out of print rare titles, I don't think they've got too much money for them really. Yeah, very unlikely the person that's traded them in is watching this video. But if you are, let me know the method to your madness. Hopefully, yeah, you haven't fallen on hard times and had to sell them. Let me take these stickers off because these do my head in. Yeah, couple, give me some advice. One, Castle Keep with Burt Lancaster, a Sidney Pollock film. That was £12 in good condition on the indicator label. I was tempted to get that, but I'm pretty sure I might be mixing it with another film called The Deep. But I'm pretty sure I've heard it's like really bad. What? Yeah, maybe it's The Deep. Let me know, anybody that knows. Is Castle Keep worth getting? Because yeah, it looks good, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it's not good. £12, I guess, quite a lot. That's probably nearly what you pay for it new, but I think it's out of print, so you probably can't get it new. And then I was going to get the one called The Collector, with what's his name from Superman, the original Lex Luthor, from the Limey, Terrence Stamp, I think is in it. Yeah, Butterfly on the front cover. That was 15. I would have paid that because I think that is out of print, but yeah, it just wasn't there on the shelf. So whether someone had quickly nipped in and bought it, or stole it, or they'd had it hidden behind, I don't know. I mean, if I was working there, when someone traded in these, I'd be like, right, don't even put them on display, put them to one side. I'm going to buy them before they see the light of the day, and any greedy customers can get their dirty fingers on them. So first one, £6. I thought really good value for this, considering it's got all the booklet and everything in it. Is The Fortune. Not really heard of this, but it's a Mike Nichols film that I've got quite a few good films by, and it's got Jack Nicholson in. I think that's Jack Nicholson. Yeah, Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, co-starring Stockard Channing. 12 moderate language and sex references from 1975, 88 minutes. As you know, there's not much of a blurb, synopsis, whatever you want to call it, but they're the lady killers of the Roaring Twenties, and she's the lady who just won't stay killed. So yeah, I don't know if it's a bit of like a Death Becomes Her, or she's like a zombie woman. I guess it's like a bit of a screwball comedy. But yeah, really like the artwork and that, and yeah, quite a heavy edition. This big booklet, I guess that's... No, that one is Mike Nichols, I think. So I'm guessing that is Warren Beatty. Yeah, but I was happy to pay that. For £6 to add the indicator into the collection, even if it's not a film I love, then yeah, it's not too much money in my opinion. It takes 3 to tango if you don't count the chicken. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's set in California. and that looks like the hillbilly mobile taking somebody to a meetup. Yeah, the fortune, £6. A bit more of an expensive one, but yeah, not only is this one I don't see around, but one of my favourite sort of musical artists has got a film called Born of Fire, so I'm guessing it's something to do with this. It was £10, a bit more expensive, but like I say, it's one you just don't see around. Yeah, I did have a little check. I went in here into CEX first because I was worried some of them would get sold before I went into HMV. Obviously, once I bought them, I did look in HMV, checking they weren't like 2 for £15 with these ones. But yeah, most of these titles didn't have. Peter Firth and Susan Crowley, a film by Jamil Dalavi from 1987. Could just be a coincidence, and he's got a film called a song called Born of Fire. But when you hear the lyrics and stuff, it does sound like it's based on a film. And God created man out of clay, and the djinn from the fire of scorching winds. 15, strong violence, sexual violence, nudity, 1987, UK, 84 minutes. Yeah, so a bit of like a horror, maybe. Well, I don't know about horror. Thriller, I guess. It doesn't really give you much information, but yeah, 15, and if it's about the jinns and a bit like Wishmaster, then I guess yeah, the jinn is like evil. I mean, it looks like these salty ice rocks have got blood on them. Let me take off this sticker. Yeah, nice front cover. Inside, yeah, you've got the booklet. Oh yeah, it does look a weird film judging by this guy. Yeah, it looks back along the lines of like an El Topo, Jodorowsky kind of film. That's the alternative art, but I won't be switching it to that. I do prefer that one. So yeah, £10. I guess quite expensive, but if it's out of print and stuff in really good condition like this is. Oh, actually, let me check on the next one. I don't think they do. Oh yeah, it does. They still have the person's name, yeah. Remember when I was hunting, and I think it was one in Bath with Ollie, and we seen some of the stuff he traded in like 6 months later hadn't sold. I never noticed that, but yeah, it does say Alice B. So yeah, Alice B traded. I'll check all of them. Alice B. Oh no, Ilsa. Hopefully it's not the She-Wolf of the SS. Oh no, so they're not all from the same person. You know, that they came in at the same time seemed a bit. Let me know if they're upgrading all of these to 4K, and I didn't know when I've just bought them on Blu-ray. But yeah, this one I've heard of. Pretty sure Roy spoke about this on his weekly watches a while ago, so I can't remember if he said it was good. Bunny Lake is Missing for £10. 1965. An Otto Preminger film, starring Laurence Olivier, Carol Lynley, Keir Dullea, Martita Hunt, the Zombies, and Noel Coward as Wilson. So I thought Noel Coward like writ plays and stuff back in the day. I must have done some acting. And Zombies, I think, did like the music for it. Yeah, I remember Roy speaking about the music to this one. Definitely no clues in the suspense film. Even one clue might tell all. The search for Bunny Lake is on. From the novel by Evelyn Piper. Can't say I've heard of that. Just trying to see who does the music by Paul Glass. I have heard of him. I think he scored some other films from like the 60s. But yeah, this has got 2 discs, big booklet, reversible artwork. But let me see if it's better. So yeah, it's a DVD and a VHS, I was going to say. They do well to fit that in this case. DVD and a Blu-ray. And yeah, that's the original reversible artwork, so basically the same. So yeah, it's not really very reversible, is it? But I'll put the DVD back under there. So yeah, £10 for like, pretty sure it's out of print with the booklet and 2 discs. Yeah, I could kind of tell the booklets were in there when I picked them up by the weight of them before I sort of took them to the till to find out. This is another one from Alice B. So yeah, she traded some of these in. Heard of this one a while ago. I think I was going to pay about £10 for this a while ago in CEX. No, maybe I've seen it in HMV, yeah. At like full price. Is Mad Dog Morgan. Film with Dennis Hopper. Do like Dennis Hopper. He's wild, obviously in Blue Velvet, River's Edge, and Waterworld. Probably his 3 wackiest performances. Yeah, it's like a single disc one. No booklet. I don't think this one's meant to have one. Beaten, branded, brutalised, but never broken. 1976, Australia. 103/95 minutes. I guess there's 2 carts. 15, strong violence, language, and infrequent gore. 1976. So yeah, it looks. I don't know. I thought it was like a western when I first looked at it, but I guess he's like in the outback in Australia. But yeah, £6 for Mad Dog Morgan. I thought was a good price. Directed by Philip Mora. Based on the book Morgan by Margaret Carnegie. So a lot of these seem to be from books. Music by Patrick Flynn. Yeah, let me know if anyone's seen that. I think maybe Jodie spoke about that one once. You may have got it in the indicator sale. This is always one I've been interested in. Heard it's quite crazy. Yeah, like it says, 6 of the most bizarre murders you will ever see is Happy Birthday to Me. £10. I'll take the sticker off so you can see the front. This was traded in, by Isla. Quite a sort of standard release, just a disc. Don't even have reversible artwork. Yeah, I think these older indicators, I mean, this is only number 6. I'm guessing the ones below 100 or so, they didn't have like reversible artwork on them, but I do like seeing the other. Oh, in fact, that Absolution with Richard Burton, I think it's just been released on 88 films. So I guess they don't have the exclusive rights to some of these. Can think of the word then. Directed by J. Lee Thompson from 1981, Canadian, 110 minutes. I wonder what it's all about. Who's Killing the School's Snobbish Top 10? Sorry, the school's Snobbish Top 10. At the rate they're going, there will be no one left for Virginia's birthday party alive. Pray you're not invited to the party. 15 contains strong violence and language. Yeah, I heard a lot about this, and I've seen clips, I think on that like Beyond Darkness that my good friend Al Pearson sent me. I think they talk about it on here, and yeah, they're like Shish Kebab Kill is quite famous. Yeah, £10. Yeah, again, I think it's out of print when you don't really see around. So yeah, I think that's all the indicators. So 5 of them. Like I say, there were some others that were about 15. A few that wouldn't really look my kind of thing. It's a bit more like a romance kind of one. And then yeah, unfortunately the collector just wasn't there. But let me know if it's still there when I go back, if it's worth getting. Castle Keep. Yeah, I think I'm mixing up the Keep, Castle Keep, and the Deep. And I know one of those is really meant to be bad, but it should be good because it's by a good director. Still a couple of boutique labels. Yeah, really pleased to get this for £8. Did check it went through at £8 because I was dubious being a Eureka Masters of Cinema. And this one does actually have the original white case, unlike when I bought The Secret of Nim, although I will show it to you. I have updated the case to that. Nice clear case. Yeah, I think I've got 9 Eureka. Some are Masters of Cinema, some are just the Eureka, like these kind of ones, which are like the horror releases. But yeah, at what point, I've got them spread out throughout the collection, some in horror, some in like non-horror, but I think with a lot of the other boutique labels, I'd be collecting a few like Premium Collection, Shameless Yellow editions, BFI releases. Just buy them because you want the film, and then after a while you're like, oh, actually I'll put them over in the boutique and give them their own space. So yeah, I guess I got 9. At what point do you say you've got enough to put the collection separately in the boutique area? Maybe I'll gather them up now. I'm sure I'm still way behind Roy. I think Stuart's got quite a lot of these. Roy has. I think Jodie must have quite a lot. Hills. Yeah, go and check out Hills' video. Did an indicator haul. Not just plugging it because he also opened my gift in it, but yeah, Hills got some good titles in that. But yeah, 2-Lane Blacktop. Heard really good things about this. I think, was it Marcus Maxwell 2708? Watched this for a first time and really enjoyed it. I think he had the DVD. I think Jodie said good things about this. Yeah, I don't think Indicator released that many bad films. That's the point. Eureka. That's the point of it being Masters of Cinema. Number 26. 15 contains strong language. 1971. See if I can actually find who's in it. Oh, it looks like it's got Dennis Wilson in from the Beach Boys in a souped-up 55 Chevy until his father takes the T-Bird away. Scripted by esteemed novelist Rudy Wurlitzer. Yeah, I can't actually see who the actor is in it. How it tells me. James Taylor, Warren Oates, Laurie Bird, Dennis Wilson, So yeah, I got one the other day with Warren Oates, and I was speculating whether he was from Hall and Oates, the 80s music band. Sounds like a new breakfast cereal, some kind of muesli, but it's not. Yeah, not reversible artwork, but nice artwork inside. Disc looks in good condition. Nice little booklet, all still intact. The chapters. But yeah, heard good things about this one. So yeah, I was happy to pay the £8 for any Eureka Masters of Cinema and give it a go. But also, yeah, heard it's a decent film from 1971. I think the 70s ranking videos are going to be coming soon. That's going to be very hard to do, but maybe I'll watch that first and see if it makes it into it. Yeah, this, I don't know, kind of thing I'll get on with. I think I've seen some of these films when I was younger. But the main reason I bought this is because it was £4 for a vintage classics with a slipcase, which, yeah, I thought was really good value. There was two of these. The one at the front was just looking like that. And then the one behind had the slipcase, both at £4. So I was like, who's going to pick up the standard version and leave the slipcase version on the shelf? I don't know, but yeah, Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile for £4 on Blu-ray. Yeah, they did have, I think the box set's come out now, and it on 4K. I think I've seen it in HMV, and I think it's got all the films in, but they had 2 or 3 in here. It was this Death on the Nile. Tell me anywhere what the other ones are. No. There was one with like a water on the front, and then there was a greeny kind of one. The other one they had, Death in Paradise, I'm not sure. That one I think was £8 or maybe £6 or so. Whereas yeah, this seems to be the only one that was £4. Yeah, I heard of Agatha Christie. If she does Poirot, then I used to like Poirot with David Suchet, who was also in Harry and the Hendersons. Sorry if that scares you, Jodie. Directed by John Guillermin. It's a PG, general viewing, but some scenes may be unsuitable for young children. 140 minutes, so quite a long time. 1978. Peter Ustinov, Jane Birkin, Lois Chiles, Betty Davis, Mia Farrow, John Finch, Olivia Hussey, I.S. Johar, George Kennedy, Angela Lansbury, Simon McCorkindale, David Niven, Maggie Smith, Jack Warden. Well, that is a stacked cast. That's probably up there rivaling The Great Escape for sort of stacked casts. But yeah, that's all the CEX ones. So yeah, I think only about £50 for those. What, 6, 7 boutique titles. So I keep forgetting the name. The Fortune, Born of Fire, Bunny Lake is Missing. Yeah, talking of Bunny Lake, I guess this could be a new rabbit hole for Marcus, but being as it's underwater, he'll probably have to use his scuba gear to partake. Mad Dog Morgan, Dennis Hopper, Happy Birthday to Me. It's not actually my birthday, so don't come around and give me the bumps. Let me take this sticker off so we can see it properly. Two Lane Blacktop, a film by Monty Hellman. Oh yeah, I don't actually think I can find the director, I've just found it then. Yeah, let me know what these are like, which one to watch first, which one's decent. Death on the Nile. Yeah, I thought for £4, even if I don't enjoy it, not too much money to add into the vintage classics collection. So yeah, that's everything from CEX. Yeah, I think that came to like £52 or so, isn't too bad. And then got a few things from HMV. I'll show this one first, just because this one's been out for a while and everybody probably knows about this, is Dogma. So yeah, I was tempted when it first came out to get the 4K, but an extra £10. I do like it. I've got it, in fact, I've got the DVD. It's now a duplicate, so I'll be moving that on to somebody, I think. Yeah, I think this film is banned in more countries than Cannibal Holocaust. Not because it's got brutal gore or anything, but I think it's basically like a mockery of religion, blasphemous. So yeah, when I was looking on like most banned films list, yeah, this is banned in a lot of religious countries for anti-religion, blasphemy, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't know if it would benefit too much from the extra tenner for the 4K on this one, to tell you the truth. A lot of money, $24.99, when I've already got it on DVD, but the Blu-ray should be a good enough upgrade. Like I say, it was $14.99 with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Linda Fiorentino, Salma Hayek, Jason Lee, Jason Mewes, Alan Rickman and Chris Rock. Alan Rickman, the best person in this, best person in most things he's in, let's be fair. Kevin Smith film. I think I maybe prefer Clerks over this. I really enjoy Tusk, but I know it's not for everybody. I know Jodie's a fan of it. Prepare thyself for the second comings. It's anywhere here about 15 strong language, gore, violence, sex references, sexual violence references. Yeah, it didn't really say anything about religious offence, but yeah, being someone who's not religious, it's not going to offend me. But yeah, apparently a lot of people did get offended by it. Yeah, Dogma for £15. If you got the 4K, let me know if it's that great an upgrade. Is it worth paying an extra 10 for an upgrade? Like I say, with certain films, you know, if it was like Jaws or, you know, the newest James Cameron film or something, then I think shot so well. We say with something like Avatar, although I'm not really a fan of it, I bet the 4K looks amazing compared to the Blu-ray. Whereas, yeah, with certain films that are, or films that are kind of quite, you know, shot in quite a low budget kind of way, yeah, I don't think the 4K is going to make a massive difference. I'll show you this one. Yeah, I didn't really know too much about this, but looked interesting. And then when I spoke to the lady at the till, she said, I Saw the TV Glow, which I've not watched but heard good things about, is like a sequel or a prequel to this. I'll show it to you anyway. We're all going to the World's Fair. Yeah, £10 this was, or like 2 for 15, but I didn't find one to pair it up with, to be fair, so it was £10, well, £9.99. Directed by James Shelburne, with Anna Cobb in her feature film debut, and Michael J. Rogers. We're all going to the World's Fair. Let's see who does the music. Don't think I can see that on here. Oh, original music by Alex G. Don't mean much to me. 15 disturbing scenes. But yeah, main thing sort of sold it to me. I'll read you the synopsis quickly. Is I like films where it's sort of something to do with the TV. A bit like apparently that I Saw the TV Glow. I think that's a newer one, so this must be like the prequel to it. It was out originally 2021. But yeah, for instance, really enjoyed The Last Video Store. And this is, and then what was the other one? There's one where they have a game a bit like Jumanji, but like a horror version. Beyond something. Let me know if you know. But basically, I think it's a video store, and they inherit this like game. And once they start playing it, it's like Jumanji, but it's like dangerous things coming out of the game. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. Need to find that title of that, so I don't mind getting that. And yeah, it sounds similar kind of thing. So late on a cold night somewhere in the US, teenage Casey sits alone in her attic bedroom, scrolling the internet under the glow-in-the-dark stars and black light posters that blanket the ceiling. She has finally decided to take the World's Fair challenge, an online role-playing horror game, and embrace the uncertainty it promises. After the initiation, she documents the changes that may or may not be happening to her, adding her experiences to the shuffle of online clips available for the world to see. As she begins to lose herself between dream and reality, a mysterious figure reaches out, claiming to see something special in her uploads. So yeah, if there's anything, it sounds a bit like a cross between The Last Video Store and Host, which were two films I really enjoyed, two of my sort of best horror watches of last year. So hopefully it's on that kind of level, bit of a blind buy, but yeah, heard the other films by that director are good. This one I've had my eye on for a while. I was kind of waiting till it, get free for 50 4Ks in the deal they do in HMV, but I thought when this is only $19.99 standard 4Ks, you're paying $25 for. The fact this is like a big box set from 88 films, yeah, it seemed good value without even getting two others to put it into free for 50. Here's Rat's Night of Terror on 4K, and yes, like a big box set. Yeah, the last few times I've been in HMV in Bristol and Bath, I've been thinking about getting this, but each time there was quite a lot of other stuff I wanted, so I kept putting it off. It's directed by Bruno Mattei, who I do have some other films by, but I can't think what. But yeah, I think he does schlocky kind of Italian horrors. Been getting a lot of Italian horrors recently, so another one also to add to the 88 films collection. Yeah, I heard it's a cheesy kind of silly film, but fun. Starring Ottavana Del Acqua, Garetta. She was in, I want to say, what's it called on 88 films? Seven Bloodstained Orchids? Let me know if I'm wrong, but yeah, I only read her name the other day, Garetta. Massimo Vanni, Gianni Franco, Anne Giselle Glass, Jean-Christophe Betjener, doesn't sound very Italian, Fasto Lombardi, definitely sounds Italian, Henry Luciani, Cindy Ledbetter, music by Luigi Sorelli. Yeah, I heard it's like a silly, kind of funny, cheesy, over the top sort of B-movie Italian horror, but sounds fun to me. Superlative cast, so yeah. Greta was in Demons, apparently, but it wasn't that I read out the other day. She must have been in lots of things. Massamo Vanni was in Zombie Free. Tell me what else the director did. Oh, he did Zombie Creeping Flesh, which I've got up on VHS up there, aka Night of the Zombies, very kindly sent by my friend Joshua, Foxy Fan 1014 from Australia. Thank you, Joshua, if you're watching. Yeah, I thought that's really good value for 1999. Yeah, when it first came out, I thought it kind of got out of print, and I know a few people, I think Stuart, some other people showed it on their videos. Nikki from Skin Crawlers had got this, and yeah, if anything, it's got cheaper over time. But yeah, happy with that. 1999 for a big box set 4K. Won't open it all up, but I'm sure it's got like the booklet and stuff in there. This one, kind of got it because it was cheap. As yeah, I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it when I watched it when I was a kid. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, but found it very silly. But being as I'm getting all of the Wes Craven films, and Marcus did actually say this is a fun one that he enjoys. I think someone else, was it James from Vida X Forever, also said they enjoy this one. But yeah, if I'm going to get all the Wes Craven films, then I have to get this one eventually. So whilst it was $6.99 for Shocker, I thought it was good value. Yeah, I remember it as a kid. He basically goes in the electric chair. It's not really a spoiler to say, kill him, and then he comes back from the dead. Like lightning powers. Yeah, I remember it being very silly and cheesy, but in a fun kind of way. So yeah, I don't know if it's a greatly made film, but it's probably an enjoyable one at least. Yeah, $6.99. I thought it was about as cheap as you're ever going to see it. Even if you got in CEX, it'd probably be that, if not more. Michael Murphy, Peter Berg, Cammy Cooper, and Mitch Pileggi as Horace Pinker. I guess he's this main killer guy. Music by William Goldstein. Written and directed by Wes Craven, 110 minutes, 18, strong violence and horror, 1989. Yeah, I do remember it being fun, but yeah, not a brilliantly made film. This film I kind of heard of just because it was by Larry Cohen, but don't know too much about it, but I really enjoyed the stuff. And what's the other one I'd seen by him a little while ago? Was a good film. I think this is a new label, Transmission. Well, let me show it to you. So it's called Special Effects. But yeah, this Transmission is only 003. So I'm not that good at maths, but I think this might be the third release on this label. Contains sexualized violence. Yeah, it's got this weird like black bit, a bit like Radiance have, or a bit like the 88 films. I keep going to reach them to show you, but they're over behind me now, not by the side in grabbing range. 1984, Larry Cohen, 106 minutes, colour, 18, contains strong sexualised violence. Aspiring actress Andrea, played by Zoe Lund, heads to the apartment of director Christopher Neville, played by Eric Bogosian. One night with dreams of movie stardom, he has promised her a role in his next film, but when their encounter turns violent and Andrea's estranged husband shows up to look for her, Neville begins to make plans for a new feature film, one where the lines between fiction and reality will become fatally blurred in a twisted psychological thriller from Larry Cohen. Yeah, also did Q the Winged Serpent. That's one I haven't seen that one, but I've heard that's a good one. Can't remember what the other film I've seen by him recently was. $17.99. So not too bad. I think it's standard Blu-ray's $15 for limited edition boutique kind of one with slipcase and stuff. Yeah, it didn't seem too bad value, but yeah, I've liked what I've seen. Like I said, I've only seen 2 films by Larry Cohen, but the 4K, I got that. Yeah, that was one of my most fun first time. I don't even know, it was horror, sort of sci-fi genre film. Really impressed by that. So yeah, hopefully the special effects is good as well. Let me know if you've seen it. Yeah, let me know if you know much about the TX Transmission label. It's hard to tell whether these are owned by MGM or whether it's an MGM release. Obviously, with Arrow Video, it'll be Arrow Video, but sometimes it'll have the name of the studio. So yeah, on RoboCop, for example, it says MGM. So yeah, I'm guessing this is just a Transmission release. But yeah, I'm not really seeing this label around. I'm going to have a look if they've done anything else decent. What their first 2 releases are. Yeah, it looks a very vintage kind of film, or at least this lady's got a very old-fashioned style on. Andrea's just dying to get into the movie. She's about to get her wish. So yeah, once I started reading the blurb, obviously the fact it was from Larry Cohen and that interested me, and the title special effects, but yeah, kind of reminded me a bit. It seems like it could be a cross between Fade to Black, the slasher film where he's dressing up as all different killers and doing quotes from like classic like 20s film noir films, and then mixed with a bit of FX. Don't know if you can see it behind me somewhere. FX is a little bit cheesy in that, but it's a fun film. FX 1 and 2, The Grand Illusion. So yeah, it looks like it could be a cross between both of those. But yeah, let me know if you've seen FX or any of these. Which ones are decent? Which ones should I watch first? Did I get ripped off on any of them? You might say, yeah, that one you paid £10 for is not out of print. You can actually get it for $9.99 in HMV. But I guess if it's in good condition, it's not really that much secondhand, is it? It's not much different. Yeah, I'd rather buy it and take it off the shelf before someone steals it and it turns into a cover reprint. So doing everybody a good deed in the movie collecting realm. Yeah, so that's everything I've got today, pretty much. About 100 quid's worth of stuff. So I think I've been paid since I did the last. I can't remember how long ago the last update video was, haul video, whatever. But yeah, better not be spending too much now for a while, so I might not do a haul video for a little bit. But yeah, I'll be maybe I'll upload it tomorrow, or record it tomorrow, upload it Monday for the recent watches. Be about 2 weeks since I did the last one, and yeah, I'll probably watch a couple more films today. So I'm looking over there at the pile. Yeah, I'm off today and tomorrow without too much to do today. Already been to the gym and shopping and into town, so yeah, maybe I'll have 9 or 10 when I do that video tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if you wish. I think that's everything I've covered. Right, thank you everybody, bye.